Hey, what's up Joginis? Welcome to my channel. Today we've got a workout that is based on my top Ananda. We're looking for some bliss, baby. So we're going to do some nice stretches, releases, nice and gentle, keeping it super mellow, super chill. We're just going to start off by sitting here, finding the length in your spine, closing your eyes and just coming to breath. Feel yourself peeling away the layers of your day. Whether you're just waking or you're moving through your day or you're at the very end of it, just allow yourself to shed all of those unnecessary parts. Come back to self. Taking this time out to just reconnect with your inner self, your inner being, the core and root of who you really are. Long, slow, deep breath in and exhale. Let's just do that again. Breathing in and out. Once more and out. So for the practice today, I do like to sit on a block. Obviously you've got your mat, comfortable clothing. You may need a strap, it's perfectly acceptable. Use a tie or a belt, something that's quite rigid. I don't recommend using anything that's quite stretchy, as that can be detrimental. A towel, anything that you can just extend your arms with, make yourself able to get into these stretches a little easier. So if you've got all of those things with you and you're ready to go, let's begin. We're going to start off with just some easy neck releases. Lifting and lowering through the head. Don't let the spine overstretch and don't let the head bounce back on your neck. We don't want it bobbling around. Be in control at all times. Just releasing through the throat and the neck. Hold a bit of tension up here. Just letting it go. Breathing it away. And then just pausing at the center and just turning one way and the other. Turning one way and the other. Looking over the shoulder and then looking over the other shoulder. Once more each side. Good. Let's come into some head rolls. So just rolling the head around nice and slowly. You don't want to be giddy. Just letting the head roll around. Find stillness in the center and roll back the other way. Shoulders, so just allowing those shoulders up, back and down. And then the other way, back up and forwards. Hear any little creaks, groans, pops, just observe them. Hopefully they're not bringing you any pain. If they do bring pain, then stop straight away. But otherwise, just feel all the knots releasing. Let's do a nice nice shoulder stretch. Take the arm low across to the opposite knee, and then just bring it through. So what we want is we want space here in the throat. We don't want this going on. It impedes our breath. So just drawing that across here. You may want to hold the back of the arm. Some people like to hold the hand or the wrist. You might like to bend and actually work through this position. Really doesn't matter. It's important that you do what feels right for your body. But it is really imperative that you are not all the way tucked up here and not able to breathe, because breath is really important. Let's release that down. Take the same arm, the right arm up and over, holding on to the joint, just moving the arm behind you, placing the hand in the back of the shoulder blades, just allowing it to open through triceps, opening the chest, squeezing the back. And releasing. We're going to do that on the other side, bringing that hand over, just reaching it through, let that shoulder relax down, working into those delts to begin with. Enjoying these little uncomplicated stretches. We might be moving into some more challenging ones in a while. So just taking time here. I'm just going to turn around. Forgive me putting my back to you, but I just want you to see where the hand is placed. It's placed kind of between the shoulder blades. Draw it over with pulling through the elbow joint, just letting those hands splay in the upper back. Nice tricep stretch. And then breathe and release and let go. So we're just going to come around once more to our sitting position. And we're just going to do a little lateral flexion. So lift up through the right arm, moving over towards the left. Make sure that right hip stays anchored. You're lengthening through the side of your body. Doesn't matter how low you go, you can reach up nice and tall. Looking for a beautiful opening in both the right and the left side of the body. So if you've completely collapsed down in the left side of the body, try and grow and create space. Exhale away. Let's do that on the other side. Raise up through the left arm and reach away to the right side. Create your space, create length. Breathing in, breathing out, letting go. Raise through the right arm once more. This time we're going to take it over the top in a big arch, placing it on the left knee if you can, and just turning yourself around towards that left side. Little twist, spinal twist. And then let it go. Raise up left, sweep it over the top onto the right knee, and turn yourself away towards the right side. And then release. I'm going to just pop myself off my block, and we're going to come into a seated cat-cow stretch. So just drawing back, pushing forward. Just feeling those outer edges. Shoulder blades squeezing together and releasing. Protraction and retraction. You can open the throat, lifting up. And you're also getting a bit of an ass massage here. So you're rolling across the ischium, those bones in the base of your pelvis, and you're feeling that you're getting a little bit of a butt massage on the ground. Drawing the belly in and out. Using your arms. So this is a great exercise to do if you are traveling. If you're stuck in a seat, whether it be as a driver or passenger in a car, if you're on a train, plane, you know, a boat. If you're sitting for any period of time, you find that you're getting a little bit fidgety, you can do this in your seat, and you can do it kind of really delicately, unobservedly, so you don't have to draw attention to yourself, you don't have to make it huge, 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 but you know, own it and maybe encourage others to do the same. So you can really just use this cat-cow to promote venous return, to promote blood flow through your body, to stop pooling in the lower legs. Just allow yourself to release your spine. Sometimes when we're sitting, that lower back presses and can be really uncomfortable. Just 2 more here. So thinking about that when you're traveling, maybe if you're, you know, at the theatre or a cinema, if you're sitting for any long periods of time and you do suffer with your back, just pausing here and hold. It's a great one that you can just do, and you can do it really discreetly. We're going to move into Sufi grind, so we're just going to roll the body round. Just allowing yourself to release off that lumbar spine. Rolling around, and again, this is one you can do in any kind of situation. So you can just sit here, massages into the lower abdomen, into that digestive system and the excretory system, massaging those lower regions of the torso. Just allowing yourself to release any stress or strain that's accumulated in the lower body. So just close your eyes and flow to the rhythm of the grind. Really beautiful. Floating around on that breath. Allowing yourself to just let the rhythm of your own body show itself. Two more, please. And then pause in stillness and just squeeze. Squeeze Muladhara, so apply Mula back. And just squeeze here. Feel the energy tingle through your body. And then as you next take a breath, exhale and reverse the grind, moving around in the opposite direction to undo what we did. Letting yourself move freely. Moving from the hip joints, keep the spine long. Just maybe you can bring your elbows onto your knees. Maybe you can't, really different. And just coming forwards as far as you feel comfortable. I'm just going to scoot back a little bit just to give yourself a little to work with. Maybe you can encourage the elbows down onto the ground. Maybe you can encourage the head to lower also. Slowly rise from your position back into a seated pose. So we're going to take hold of the right leg. And we're just going to work into that hip. So just kind of rolling that hip around, just being careful where it feels good for you. Just a few rolls in that outward direction and then rolling it in. Just feeling your way through it, observing, noticing. And then pausing here, and I just want you to straighten the leg. So maybe you can reach to the foot. It doesn't matter, okay? I've got really little legs, so reaching my foot has never really been an issue for me, even if I wasn't practicing at the time, or if I wasn't dancing or doing whatever it was that I do. Because my legs are so short, so this has never really been a stretch for me. But for you, you might have hamstring tightness, you might have mobility issues in your joints. So don't judge, don't need to put a label on it. Just see where your flexibility lies. Let's hold this one up here now. Just allow yourself to stretch out the back of the leg. And you can be holding here, you can use your belt, your strap, just don't sweat it. Whatever is your stretch only. And then we're going to bring it in. I'm going to place my foot into the crook of my elbow, my knee into the crook of the other elbow, and I'm going to bind. The bind might not be quite in your practice just yet. So if it's not, don't worry about it. Just a little gentle rock. And then I'm going to let that leg go. I'm going to turn side on. So hopefully this is going to look better for you. We're going to extend that leg up towards the sky. We're going to turn backwards. I've straightened out the other leg. I'm just looking back behind me, just working on stretching and twisting at the same time. I'm going to hold that leg and I'm going to draw it down towards the ground. I'm going to come into forward fold. Just wherever your forward fold may be. I'm going to release. I'm going to come and do those postures on the other side. So bringing up that left knee and just rolling in to that hip joint. And rolling back the other way. Stretching the hip and then moving in the knee. So you don't have to come to straight legs straight away. Maybe you want to keep it here. Just a little flexion, extension at the knee. Just whatever feels good. Feel totally gorgeous, totally scruffy. Yes, we go to the edges where we're kind of like, ooh, but it should always feel really beautiful. Let's hold this one up. And just let the hamstring, back of the knee, calf, just all release. Breathe into it. Let it go. Bringing that foot, the elbows, knee, hugging it, just giving it a nice little cuddle, holding it, bind, just squeezing it towards you. yourself forwards, let it go. Your expression of Paschimottanasana. Together. So we're coming into Konasana, cobbler's pose, and just taking the feet, maybe as you kind of open the feet, the knees drop down a little, so just spend a little bit of time opening the feet. You can even massage into the feet. If you think about reflexology, the whole body is represented in the feet, so you know, giving them a little massage is like giving yourself a full body massage, so just working those feet, letting them release and relax and let go. And then maybe you can hook the fingers behind and just let the knees drop towards the ground. Lengthen through your spine. You might be able to kind of rest down a little bit, support the back as you open into the hips, or you might prefer to let your head go. Exhale to rise, bring the knees in, just give yourself a little hug here. Out of this, we're going to come into a side stretch. Now, if you have any issues in your knees whatsoever, it's always a good idea to just chalk out that leg so that it's not opening too far. Issues in the hips, the same. If you want a little bit of extra flexibility, you can leave it to be free. So it's really personal choice. You can roll a towel, you can put a book, a block, whatever you need to under that knee for support. So it's really personal choice. We're going to reach out towards the right foot, maybe wrapping the two peace fingers around, and we're opening towards the side. Now you may be able to get so far down that you can get your elbow on the ground, and that's absolutely fine. You might be able to fold yourself completely over, or you might prefer to stay higher. See how your back is feeling. Again, we don't want to be compressing down, we want to be creating space and lengthening. And then releasing round. We're going to bring this leg in front and step the left leg over the top. So we're coming into Ardha Matsyendrasana, half Lord of the Fishes. Sitting up nice and tall, twist out towards the left side. So creating a twist through the spine. Center, little counter twist just to release off. Let this leg just drop down. Now you might be able to get the top knee, the left knee over the right knee, and you might not, and it really doesn't matter. Just reaching forwards towards that foot again. If you need to use a strap or a belt. That butterfly type pose, but this time I want you to send your feet further away. It's about 2 hand spans away. You can bring your hands underneath. It can get a little claustrophobic, but just bring your head down towards your feet. Padmasana, have tortoise pose. And draw those knees in and just hug yourself over. So we're going to take that extension on the other side. So again, you know, thinking about, just because you didn't have to do it one side, you know, normally when we have injuries or illnesses, they tend to affect one part, not equally. So just seeing how you feel on this side, wrapping the fingers around and opening and twisting. Just looking into that right hand, reaching away. Nice and tall, coming into that twist. Try not to slouch in this posture. Stay tall, lift up. Toes on the ground, foot flexed, leg engaged. Have purpose still in everything that you do, as well as your sukha, your softness, your ease, your comfort. Above the other one, doesn't really matter. Just looking to stretch out here. When you feel it, do you feel it in your hip? Do you feel it in the back of your thigh? Do you feel it in your shoulders? Do you feel it in your neck? And just looking to how it feels. You know, if you've got a real pain in your neck here, that may not be what we're looking to achieve. But if you've got a really nice feeling that's stretching your neck, then maybe that suits you. Davison, reach up to the sky. So I'm just going to turn myself around in preparation for my next posture. My next posture is the most fantastic posture of all. It's Shavasana. Go. If you have any issues in the lower back, maybe bend your knees, let them roll in together, resting them, so we're in constructive rest. Just breathe in and out through that strain in the back until you feel that maybe it alleviates a little, and when it does, you may find that you can then just let the legs go. Sometimes it just takes a little encouragement. Your eyes, if you haven't already done so, turn your palms up to the sky, or maybe rest them down on your belly. Just surrender. Tethered to your breath. Try not to let it drift off and wander away. Shavasana is such a vital part of our practice. Try not to skip it. This is where everything starts to be absorbed. Wish skill that's so valid. When you're ready, roll yourself around. Pause maybe in embryo. Just allow yourself a moment or two more. With the eyes stay closed. Body just bring back a little firmness to those muscles. Let the breathing become more regular. And then bring yourself up to sitting. Sitting in a position that you feel comfortable sitting in. Reach up, gather vibrations from the whole atmosphere around you and draw them down, gliding past third eye, acknowledging our intuition, throat, center, and into the heart, root of all compassion. Ahimsa, compassion for self, compassion for others. Om Tat Sat. Namaste. Allow your eyes to flutter open, return back to your day. Thank you so much for taking the time to practice with me today. I hope to see you back here real soon. But in the meantime, keep smiling. Take care. Bye.